6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Those are meant to be opened and closed at intervals. The decision rested on our shoulders from creation, yet many doors have been locked, as if locked by the best locksmiths on earth. And no matter how hard you tried, they never seem to open. So we as victims of these silent rooms of darkness are constantly gasping for air and light. No wonder why I'm lost in this constant pain that suckles. Daily I'm engulfed with fear, my dimples have been changed to wrinkles, my age overturned overnight by the sorrow of a dreadful governance. Even my feet have become too heavy to walk me through the stairs of life. Confusion has become my position. This terror of governance have let loose against me, chasing my sanity away like the wind. I've become like an experiment dangling in the pendulum of time. For country sages, I will soon become a statistic in the calculation of failure. Well, you don't still get it? Check this.
They work 247 round the clock, yet in a year, they earn 0.1% of what you earn in a day. Yet you come to them in the interval of 4 years, seeking their thumbprints, a symbol of sarcastic laughter as you watch them die.
So morose I feel as I tell hastily of this tumor that increases daily, like the pains of the pregnant in labor. I discover I suffer for the sake of my long-lost honor, hence the exile of all sense of humor. Now this dungeon, my harbor.
Time passes and I still cry dearly, reminiscing the times when life wasn't falsely. Ashes of the bygone days in stupor, glories of my past heroes in detour. Mama hoped for a future sternly, the same phantasm we longed for bitterly. Yet I watched her time pass in mere delusions, and a possible fate awaits us as these creations.
We are victims of respected grey hairs and surely, fat tummies and white kaftans of foolery. They say they are leaders of valor, so we respected these deadly vultures. Bonifaces that sapped our vitality gently, sucking our whole marrow's family. They made our tongues combust, so we lost both strength and voice to say forth.
Yet you want them to maintain status quo, a mystery they cannot see with a telescope. And when you tell them they are the leaders of tomorrow, they are constantly wondering, what's your definition of tomorrow? Or do you mean tomorrow because you never die? And when you do, somehow this past comes back to you.
So like the caged bird of Maya Angelou, we endlessly stand on the grave of our dreams. Our shadows shout and nightmare screams, for our wings are clipped and our feet are tied. And I'm sorry to bother you, but it's time I speak out, cause the hate you give leaves me with no doubt that I am an existing figure whose worth is in votes that are camouflaged.
Wonder if this is actually democracy, or is the experience rather the more crazy? Chris puts it right when he said, suits on the seat, brains on the street. So sorry, Sir Lincoln, this right here is government of the leaders, for the leaders and by the caucus. So we should not be shocked, choked and alarmed when we see more storms coming. Clouded days like never before, more crimson colors painted on the street. Cause the real problem of this country is not in the attacks. It's not Boko Haram or inter-ethnic problems. It is us who have relied so much on the benefit of silence.
Take solace in God. The perils of this government is not worth your life. Don't think of ending on the rope. You can still find other ways to cope. The reality says life is tough. Things make it rough. So you feel you've had enough. But guess what? He says, pain is life. But you can choose what type. Either the pain on the road to success or the pain of regrets for not trying when you had the chance. We never sigh because the Creator never lies. He says struggles, obstacles, and criticisms are prerequisites to greatness. Hardship, difficulties, and bad governance is part of the process. So keep moving. Denzel says, fall down 7 times and stand up 8. And I believe it. Failed 1,000 times, there is room for 1,001. Who is even counting?
So no matter how beaten and badly nurtured, fed with dead things like the vulture, stripped and politically robbed of good culture, we will keep faith for the sake of our past heroes who fought for a better tomorrow. And one day, if luck be on our side, may grey hairs, fat tummies and white kaftans make way for the young mind. This is the future I believe in, a future where my employment will no longer be based on connection, a future where I will be hired for my abilities and not for certifiabilities, a future with schools focused on nurturing talent, growing connection instead of grades and competition, a future with brains on the seat and suits on the street. And if you are with me, I am Saint Richard the Preacher, standing for the mended minds.